You see in this room, we pretty much got
For free.
for free.
Yeah.
I'm Evelyn, and this is my husband,
Joe.
Joe, and we are restoring a 1795 farmhouse through the resident curator program here in Maryland. We don't own the house. We'll never own the house. We're just putting our own money in it, and in exchange, we get to live here rent free.
For life. We have a life lease.
So this bomb dresser we got up at a camp that Joe volunteers at. And it was kind of a pain to get up the steps, but we learned from that we could never get the armoire up the steps that we wanted to put up. This free from buy nothing. This buy nothing. This I don't know where we got it, but I'm sure I didn't buy a picture of the two angels. We're going to put another picture in there. But air conditioner temporary. Love the leopard print still. This I have absolutely no idea, but I know I didn't buy it. Probably buy nothing. This was something on Buy Nothing absolutely nobody wanted because it had no back pillows, but I love the shape of it and it fits perfectly between the two windows like it was meant to be here. Oh, and these lamps were from our friend who had them in when she bought her house. They were there for staging and they left them behind, but free again. This table, this is from my good friends too. It weighs a ton. It weighs so much that when I first got it, I wanted to figure out if there was a secret compartment in it that was filled with millions of dollars because it is so heavy, but there was no secret compartment filled with millions of dollars. So there you go. Mantle. This is like a removable wallpaper I got. It's actually going to be on a table. You'll see in some upcoming video when we decide where the table's going to live. But removable wallpaper is one of my favorite like tricks because it elevates everything and makes it look really expensive. At least I think so. It doesn't cost much. This, we needed a focal point. It's in a previous house, we had put a clock in there, but we didn't really need that in our bedroom. So this is a picture of two squirrels because of the removable wallpaper we had a choice of squirrels, two squirrels. What was the other one? Snake
Tiger.
and a tiger. No, lion.
Lion.
Lion. So we thought the two squirrels, or at least there were two of us. I can't decide if I want to paint a fireplace around on here. I have the pencil drawing is on there, but I'm not sure. But this was a cool thing. This I actually bought. This was a Christmas present for Joe a couple years ago, but I found it on a swap site. I think it was Facebook Marketplace actually. Very cool. It's a fireplace screen. I would fold it back up, but it's a little persnickety, so we're not going to do that. But it just looks really cool. Again, buy nothing, buy nothing, buy nothing. Vases, buy nothing. Lingerie chest, buy nothing. And the top had a little bit of a damaged part here. I tried to fix it with some marker, and Joe made the comment that that was probably the worst one I've ever done. So instead, when we got down here, we had removable wallpaper. This is a really good one. It's supposed to look like leather. Usually I buy the really cheap ones. This one I had gotten from a wallpaper company that you could kind of get like a mixed bag. You didn't know what you're getting. So this one was kind of cool. So it works perfectly. Just covered it right up. This we actually bought, but it was at a thrift store. So don't know if that counts. By the way, if you don't know it, we ride motorcycles. Well, we ride one motorcycle. So that's why it's in our bedroom. We tried to put things in our bedroom that meant something to us, which is why we don't have a lot of artwork up here yet. Because all of the artwork that means something to us is in our home in New Jersey. So I know the pieces that are going to come down here, but we don't want to raid that one, cannibalize our house up in New Jersey and make it uncomfortable before we get here. So since we don't have a move-in date yet, because we have to make sure we have certain things like heat, hot water, septic, electricity. What's the other things? Paint. Oh,
Lead.
encapsulate all the lead paint. So we've done that in this room. But there you go. So that's why it'll have a little bit more of our own touches once we actually get here. Like this headboard I got from a friend of mine. There's actually a third panel too. We're going to figure out what to do with that one. She always wanted it to be as a headboard, but it never fit in any of her houses. So thank you, Chrissy. So that's going to be the headboard. This is a full-size bed, which is temporary because our queen-size bed is going to come down. This was on Buy Nothing, but it didn't really go with the style of the house. So what I did was with a white pen marker, if you can show over here, it's on this side. What I did with a white pen marker is that I simply drew a design on it. I mean, do I need it on there? Not really. Does it make me a little happier? Sure. So this is temporary. The mattress needs to be a little tweaked to kind of keep slipping and sliding, but we're not sleeping here right now, so it's fine. Um, I got these curtains on Buy Nothing. We hung them up with the leftover key hook, the keys from the what's that thing called?
The whole tree.
The hall tree. So we had the key holders and they work perfectly. And it's just to add a little height to the room. They don't close, they don't open. would make it too dark anyway. But we had 4 of them. We have 4 windows, so we will put them over on this side because as you see, this side doesn't have them yet. But I already ordered them. They're coming from Amazon. If you want to find out what they are, they're in the link in our Amazon store. But those will be perfect there. And they just add some height and some drama. What else do we got? This was Buy Nothing. This was just actually removable wallpaper again that I cut the shapes out, stuck it on. This may or may not be our final end tables. We had some other tables in mind that we have at home, but they're big round ones and they just wouldn't fit here. It would make it too crunched. So we'll see. Everything here is kind of fluid. It's kind of going to change depending upon what we like, what we've got. But this is what we had here yesterday. This all came in yesterday. We moved everything up here yesterday. So it's working fine. And actually, it's kind of funny. I even have like bedding. I just bought this bedding, this whole set at a thrift store for $10, just fresh out of the dry cleaner. So no worries there. But I didn't have pillows and such. So when I got down here, there was like bags and stuff. I try to keep it organized, but I don't always succeed. So down in Aladdin's cave, I found a big bag and didn't have no idea what was in it. I opened it up and it was all bed pillows from our house. So that worked out well. So we actually, it all kind of fits together like a puzzle. It's kind of crazy. And then over here we have, this is like something that's been here forever. We have had this piece for, I don't know, what do you think, 30 years maybe?
At least, yeah.
At least. It was, inexpensive when we bought it. And it's not an antique or anything. It's probably made out of particle board. But in another 5 years, this style will probably come back in. But for now, it works out just fine. So again, nothing. And then this is one of the most interesting things. This is a traveling trunk. We actually bought this, but it was off of Facebook Marketplace. So it was $20. It is a trunk that the man that we bought it from said his mother used it to travel to Germany in, what was it, the 40s, the 50s? It is so cool. It folds up, but then look at this. This is like for hanging all your clothes, for pants, other clothes. It has a fabric cover that comes over the front of it, like this. This closes down. Whoops, it only closes down if I do it the right way, though. And then it closes like that. And then these are drawers for all your stuff. And it closes right up. The guy we bought it from said his mother lived out of it for how long?
Several months traveling through Europe.
Several months traveling through Germany, they said. I only wish it had like 50 billion stickers on the side of it, but it doesn't. So this is just temporarily here because eventually we're going to need more like dresser storage like this upstairs on the 3rd floor. And we're not going to need this down here. So for now, this is fine because it gets it out of Aladdin's cave because eventually we got to get everything out of there. But what we're planning on, at least the first thought, is that I have an old secretary desk that was my grandmother's that we may put here. What else did we say we were going to put here? I don't remember.
If we find another dresser or move something from another room.
This door does not like to stay open. So we'll find something to put here. But this was where the armoire was originally going to go. And I'm going to let Joe talk about the armoire. And we're going to show you some pictures of that. And the armoire is no longer going up here because we can't get it here. But this corner is a work in progress. Hence, there's no pictures on the wall or anything like that. But, oh, and I forgot the rug. The rug was from Buy Nothing. Isn't it cool? I thought that was kind of like the design for the entire room. So that's what we've accomplished this weekend down at Gracie. And I think that all the stuff that we've collected over the years really fit in pretty well.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Any part of the room we were doing, we said, well, we need this here. And we had it in the room downstairs.
Yeah, I would say we'd go shopping down in Aladdin's cave. And we found pretty much everything we needed. It's not done quite yet. We have a couple little things we have to tweak. We have to bring from our house in New Jersey. But we can't do the finishing touches to our primary bedroom until we're actually living here. And we're not living here yet.
Yeah, and even some stuff we thought would fit, when we actually did it, didn't fit. So we had to switch it for other stuff, and it all worked out.
Yeah, but we actually really enjoy the process.
Oh, yeah, it was fun doing it together.
This has kind of become our favorite room, and we literally just made it yesterday. Yep. So next week, we're going to tackle a different project, and I think it's going to be screen painting. We were going to do it this weekend, but the rain outside, it's been raining since we got here, really pretty much made it so we were not screen painting this weekend. And if you've seen any of my other videos about screen painting, they seem to be really popular. So this time I'm going to do a bigger picture, and Joe's got to put the screen door on the house first.
Yes. I'm going to bring the table saw next time, make it easier, and set it all up.
Yep, because there's no point in painting a screen door inside when we can't show what it looks like from the outside. All right, see you next week.